worries and like insecurities and like, I don't like it when we've said sorry to each other and Spencer's just silent.
Where do they go to sleep at the start?
And this is on the list. A difficult part of our relationship, I feel as though it was a bit like we'd lost that. Never gonna get my out and be like, hey hun, like, do you want some milk? What's something you're worried about having 2 on 2? Oh my God. Hello honeys.
Hi everyone.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're just joining me now, then hi, my name's Imogen.
My name's Spencer.
And we are a married...
Everyone should know who we are by now.
But people might be new here wanting to see the Q&A. So today we're doing a question and answer on us being coupled together on Married at First Sight, on us being a couple that have navigated having a 20-month-old, and also now we've got another daughter on the way.
Yes. So
we're going to have 2 under 2. So today it's going to just be a Q&A all about married life and how we've juggled it, and second trimester.
Second trimester, yeah.
Second trimester.
That's what I thought, yeah, nice.
Go on the boy. Right, so
what
I've got
questions
questions here.
Nels?
You haven't seen them, have you, my love?
No.
Right, here we go then.
Yeah,
questions for couples and second trimester. So, the first one is, was your second trimester? So, what would you say have been like?
Second trimester, so the minute you hit the second trimester, the nausea of the first trimester just disappeared.
Yeah. I was a bit worried at the beginning because obviously from like 14 weeks to like 16, 17 weeks, I felt flattered. I felt fluttered to like 16 weeks, but didn't feel her fully like kick until like 17, 18 weeks. So for me, I was so worried by how much energy I had.
Yeah.
I was like, let's get over it, because the first trimester I struggled.
It was harder, yeah.
I have got a video on my first trimester if you want to go and see that. I'll link that up here. But yeah, I feel as though somewhere, whichever side it is, I still don't know. I've been doing YouTube for 6 years. Yeah, for me, I feel like the second trimester has been so far amazing.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get a little bit more tired now. I'm starting to get a bit more full at night. Like after dinner. A bit more stressed
about like getting stuff ready.
Yes, I'm a bit more stressed about getting things.
It's the time frames getting smaller now, aren't they? So
I've got like a massive to-do list in my head. Yeah, it's getting a lot smaller. Like there's 3 months left to get so much stuff done.
Yeah, there's not that much to do though, is there?
He's so chill.
My head, her head.
He asked me to
send
you a list.
You're stressing about the cot and like, took me a morning.
Oh. Basically, there's a long list. I won't read out the list because I don't want to annoy everyone.
Because it's that long.
I might put the list on my Instagram story so people can see the list, and then maybe people can make me feel better about it. But it's just moving Renelia into the big room. I want that to happen as soon as possible because I don't want her having to move into a new room, then having to adjust having a sibling.
Let me just calm you from that thought.
I know, yeah.
We're moving rooms, we're not moving house.
Moving rooms. But then we've got to get the baby stuff ready, the next to me crib, all those things.
There's time, my love, there's time.
I know.
And one thing I will always say, it will always get done.
I know.
Anything
and I need to be as zen as possible and as calm as possible, so I need to chill out.
Yeah.
I know it will all work out.
It will.
We've got to get some painting done.
Yeah.
But it's fine. By the way, the list is way longer than that, but I'm actually going to just zen here now. I'm going to chill, because what's the point of stressing about it?
Have a little meditate, hon.
I will. So second trimester has been brilliant. We're doing well.
Yeah, that's good. We're doing great.
How the third trimester is going to go, can't tell you. Can't tell you, but we're just going with it.
Probably do Q&A for that, Phil.
Yeah. What's the thing you're most excited for with having 2 girls? And what's the thing you're most excited about?
Well, just seeing them together.
I know.
Like, seeing how they interact with each other, bond with each other, how they grow together.
Yeah.
Just, it's siblings.
Yeah, exactly.
And sisters.
I know.
I only know brothers. So.
I only really know brothers because obviously I have Freya, but she's 12 and she grew up 2 hours away from me.
Yeah.
All I ever grew up with was really Jacob, and then Hugo, I grew up with him, but then my parents divorced, so it was very much like I've only ever known brothers, so for me it's going to be such a magical bond to see and develop and nurture.
Did you know any people growing up with sisters?
Oh, that's interesting. No.
Yeah, there was 2 girls who used to walk to school with, so
yeah. Really? Were they close?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I
didn't really know like how close they were, but...
I know they're going to bicker. I know siblings bicker. I was an absolute little shit to Jacob when I was younger. Like I was such a wind-up.
Yeah.
So I feel like whatever the gender is, you bicker anyway. It's siblings, it's natural. You're learning to share things, you're learning to like have that, and I think it's really normal, and I also think it's healthy to have that because it teaches you different things and skills later on in life.
100%, yeah.
So I'm excited to see them together.
It'll be good.
grow up. I'm excited to see Renalia's like initial interaction. And someone said to me, like, when Renalia meets the baby, don't you be holding the baby.
No.
So you go and see Renalia and say, Renalia, come here, come here.
I think we're putting a little basket.
Yeah.
Shopping basket.
Yeah. Right, here we go. What's something you're worried about having 2 under 2?
Worried?
Yeah. Here we go. No worries.
I'll let you go first and let me have a think.
I'm worried about, not necessarily the 2 under 2 situation, I'm worried about juggling. I've spoken about this in recently in a catch up. I'm just worried about the attention that Renalia gets now. That's going to completely change and her world will change slightly, and I'm worried about that. But then I also know I need to give this baby that love, so I'm just worried about the guilt I already feel that I'm going to feel when Renalia's like, Mummy, do this, and I'm like feeding the baby, or you know, I know it's going to be difficult at the very beginning, the initial like first part of like the dynamic, but I know it's going to be fine because I know for a fact I'll spread the love. That's a fact. I know that. It's time I'm worried about spreading. Yeah,
I guess I'm worried about time management in terms of making sure that the house stays nice and tidy and is working well.
Efficiently,
And being able to be a dad to both of them.
Yeah.
So I guess that's my stress.
Yeah.
Just making sure that we're on top of things.
Yeah, and then I've got to work.
Because people said it's going to be so like...
time consuming.
So like, I don't want it to be overwhelming where we're like, oh my God, there's so much to do, but we've got to be parents.
I know, but we're so lucky we've got each other together at home.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah, true.
Because there's so many people that literally have their partners for 2 weeks and then that's it.
Yeah.
And some people don't even have a partner or someone to look after and help them. So we've got this.
I say it's not really a worry, it's just a thought.
I think it's also because we literally don't have anyone really around us. So when I say that really sometimes it is literally just us in a bubble, like love our families to pieces, but it's not the setup where I can just call one of my parents and be like, obviously when my dad's here I can. But obviously he lives abroad half the year, blah blah. So really it's like he's gone for like a month and a half at a time. So it's not as though I can be like, oh, I've got this work commitment. Yes.
Like,
no. My mum works a full-time job, she has my little sister. Your mum looks after your sister's daughter. Your stepdad works, your dad works, and Leslie looks after your nan.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like there's literally, but we're not complaining because we're lucky to have each other.
My 95-year-old nan is crazy because like you see like a baby and you see a 95-year-old and like the similarities are just like the start of life and end of life are so similar.
It's literally the circle of life.
So like Leslie,
like you're in a nappy at the beginning.
Yeah.
You're in a nappy at the end.
I know.
Leslie's amazing though.
She's good. She's good. Like, you know, it's not even her mum, so fair play. Oh. Dad's got a good one there. You're watching, boy.
Yeah, he has. Okay, will you continue to breastfeed Renalia and the new baby? So actually, the other day, I thought that she was going to wean, didn't I?
Yes, true.
I was so certain, like, she doesn't even need the milk. She doesn't want it. Spencer said if you offered it to her, she would definitely take it. We both agreed that is not something I will be doing. Like, if Renalia physically doesn't want to come near me or want the milk, I'm never going to get my tit out and be like, hey hun, like, do you want some milk? Like, I'm not going to do that, because if her journey comes to an end organically because she doesn't want it, that's the ideal situation for me. Obviously, I'll be upset because we've breastfed her for so long. It will be natural for me to be upset. Like, even if I fed her...
journey, isn't it?
Yeah, it's understandable, isn't it? Even if I fed her for like 2 months, 2 weeks, you know...
It's something, well, you grew her, didn't you?
Yeah, so like even the fact that she feeds herself with a bottle now on her own, like it's an independent thing, it's a step forward that, obviously she's been doing that for a very long time, but, you know, from the age of 1 when they start having cow's milk, it's their thing of like, it's a transition, and for me, I'll never force her to feed. But the other day, I was like, she hasn't fed. Because she only has 1 feed a day, which is in the morning, and normally Spencer will like walk past the room, and if she gets all ag, he's like, right. I tell him, like, you can come in. But the other morning, you just took her downstairs and she didn't, did she?
No.
And then she was with my dad all day, and then I came back and she didn't feed. And then in the evening, she was like, holla, wasn't she? And what I do is I'll offer her, like, blueberries. I'll offer her, if it's time, I'll be like, oh, do you need a bottle of milk? Now, she's cutting both her fangs. One's already cut and one's literally cutting. She's been trying to feed so much.
Comfort, isn't it?
Yeah. Does it give her comfort for her teeth? It's bizarre to me.
I guess it's like maybe a bit soothing. Soothing's probably the best word, probably.
Isn't it bizarre though? Because when we've had a couple of incidents lately where she's bit the nipple because she's been in so much pain, but That's really rare, really.
And the fingers.
And the fingers, yeah, because Spencer's been putting Ambisol in there and
she just goes to chomp.
I know, have you still got a mark?
No, I'm not a finger.
Dad did it as well.
Yeah.
You have.
Yeah.
Think about that on the nip.
I know. God, it's not tough, is it?
No. But yeah, so
new baby.
I wasn't planning on it. Whether she gives it up now, then I think it's a long enough time for her to not have the boob, and then when she sees the baby she'll be like, oh okay, I used to do that. If she gave it up like 3 weeks before I give birth, and then I'm here feeding the baby, if the baby latches, and then she's like, I want that again.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I think it's going to wean herself naturally. So
Same.
by that point, I don't think she'll be like, okay, I'm going back to it.
No, do you think?
I think she'll just be like, that's something I used to do.
Yes.
You know, crack
True.
on to the next one.
Do you see her weaning anytime soon?
Yes. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there hasn't been a day that she's been without it.
Mm.
But there's been like a big stint that she's not really come near it.
Yeah.
And maybe at the moment she is only feeding because she's teething. So I don't have any plans. I'm going to go with the flow, follow the lead of my children, see what they're saying.
Yeah.
This next baby might not even feed on me, so I don't know what will happen. I don't know whether it will work, whether I'll have the supply up. There's so many variables.
Mm-hmm.
Just go with it.
Yeah.
Just go with it.
Exactly that.
I think she would have weaned by then.
I do.
Don't you?
Yeah, it's getting close though.
It is. I keep saying this. After having Ray, that's cute, isn't it?
What, sorry?
After having Ray.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's quite cute, isn't it? We've never called her Ray. R-A-E.
Yeah.
After having Ray, did you guys go through a difficult part of your relationship? It's hard as a couple and new parents.
Well, to be honest, I think at the start it was okay, wasn't it?
At the very beginning it was, yeah. And then I think with the lack of sleep that I was having, I was really irritable. Renalia was so tongue-tied and it was so painful, and we had all that. Seems like a blur, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I don't feel like it affected us though, really. I think we were pretty solid.
I think there was a time where I remember thinking to myself, because we're so rushed as parents, we weren't talking to each other the way we normally would.
Yeah, we just became parents a bit, didn't we?
Yes,
and husband and wife.
Yeah, and I think it was only very briefly, but it was a bit like we'd lost that ability to just speak to each other the way, like, I know it sounds silly, but like if you're asking someone for something, you're like, you're in a stressful situation because maybe Renalia's being a bit challenging, I'd be like, get this, because we're stressed.
Yeah.
And then you're like, we need to take a step back. We love each other.
Yeah.
So I think there was that very brief, like, bit of like, because we were so, it's such a high pressure environment sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
Do you feel like that?
Roll on too.
I feel like though we're more conscious of the fact that it was a bit like that.
We're just going to have to change a lot, aren't we? And then just and
I think there were just different things, like when we first had Renalia, obviously it's going to be a completely different baby, so we're going to be completely thrown into a different whirlwind. When we first had Renalia and I was breastfeeding, it was little things like I couldn't eat because she would be feeding on me and she'd fall asleep on me, you know, the nap trap situation, and if I put her down she'd wake up. And it was just little things
I'm going to be getting you avocado on toast.
Yeah, and it's little things like, I know it sounds silly, but you know now that to cut me up the bits because otherwise it just goes all over me.
Yeah.
And because I have to feed sometimes my left hand or something. So it's little things like you'd have to cut them into little pieces for me. It's like little things like that you don't.
I'll just blend it all.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Do you want a roast dinner? Just put it in a blender.
Just give me Ella's kitchen.
Got a straw? What have I got a straw for? Smoothie, yeah, roast dinner.
I just think it's little things that we've learned that we'll now go into and know, but then there'll be other things we're about to learn. So I don't think we had necessarily a difficult part of our relationship. I feel as though at one point we didn't have anyone going...
Well, communicating enough.
Yeah, and we didn't have anyone going like, you two just have some time.
Yeah.
Did we? For about 8 weeks. And then when we had our time, we had a little cuddle in bed.
Yeah.
My mum was like, just go upstairs and have a cuddle.
Exactly.
And we went upstairs and had a cuddle, and that was
Cuddle's all you need.
Cuddle's all you need. I need kisses, he needs cuddles.
True.
He likes cuddles more, I like kisses. How's your body changed in ways in your second trimester that it didn't before? Just way bigger, aren't I?
Yeah, I guess I knew that was going to come.
Spencer didn't actually realise how much bigger I was until I showed you photos.
Yeah. The bump is bigger this time.
Yeah, way bigger.
So, don't know what's going on in there.
No, I don't even think it might be that she might, I think she will be a bigger baby.
Yeah.
But I also don't think she's going to be what I think in my head because my bump's so much bigger.
Yeah.
I think it's because...
Muscle memory.
Yeah, it's all just a bit more lax. Like I only had a baby, 20 months ago?
Yeah.
So it's like see ya. I'm just a bit more.
Yeah.
It is muscle memory, isn't it? It has to be.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
No, because my boobs are the exact same. They were getting. So like obviously they get bigger. The nipple gets darker, bigger, way bigger. Like the areola bit around it, or like the bit. Is it?
That's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I think it's the exact same. I'm just bigger than I was before, but I still just think my body's amazing.
Lovely bump,
I love it.
lovely
yeah.
bump.
Lovely bump. Little legs, aren't they?
Yeah, little eggs.
Little legs.
The eggs become eggs.
Yeah. Me and my grandma have really long torsos, and my mum and my little sister don't. So my mum said she carried like footballs, but I carry like eggs because I've got like an oval shaped. Yeah. Oh, it's sweet, isn't it?
Go on, Grandma.
Go on, Grandma. Yeah, go on, Grandma. How will you and Spencer make time for each other when the new baby is here?
Will we?
How will we? Because we love our evenings.
Yeah.
The evenings are...
Yeah, but surely the new baby will just chill on the chest and watch Netflix.
Yeah. Do you remember all of the tiger in the tree? Because they can't settle because they get like colicky in the evenings.
Right, yeah.
And you remember they need to stand up constantly.
Yeah.
They need you to stand up constantly. So, yes.
Hopefully I get more of a gig this time.
I think you will.
Renalia was very much needed you, and I'm sure this baby will.
Although you say that, but she slept on you for like what, 6 weeks?
Yeah, well, hopefully that's what happens.
Yeah.
That
will happen. So you say that, but literally the baby, Renalia slept on you for 6 weeks every night.
I just can't wait to meet her.
You can wait because you've got stuff to do.
I just can't. It's going to be amazing.
You will definitely get more of a gig because
I keep picturing it.
we have to share the load. I think with Renalia it was very like, yeah, I will try and get a bottle in there, see what we can do, like, so you can help me in the night.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm all good. Yeah. If I've got a role, then I'm up for it. How often do they wake in the night?
Like, I think they wake every 2 hours, but
the only thing that bothers me is obviously my hearing. Like, I'm not going to be able to. Mills is always going to hear the baby first, which does annoy me. It'd be ideal if we heard at the same time, and I'd be like, "Oh, it's all good, I've got it." But
yeah, but I'll just wake you up. But the thing is, once I'm awake, I can't go back to sleep.
This is it. So what?
So that's the problem.
I'll have to get something.
But maybe, just maybe, well, even if you had the monitor next year, I would hear when I first. But maybe, just maybe, I will be so tired because we'll have 2 children.
Yeah.
That maybe I will go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Because I've slept way better since having Renalia. Because I'm like, I'm tired. Yeah, of course, baby.
There we go.
So how are we going to make time? We're just going to adjust.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
We'll manage.
Yeah. We'll just go with it, won't we? We will.
Yeah.
Like we know we have to, because as much as we love these babies more than anything in the world, we also love each other more than anything in the world. And we have to protect our marriage because, you know, we want our children growing up in a healthy, happy environment.
Yeah, we want to make it you know.
Yeah.
I do feel like a lot of people, maybe like parents in my generation, they maybe split up when the children were young purely because it was just so hard having children. It was a strain on their relationship, and I think people just unfortunately just didn't survive those early years of being parents, and it just took the toll on their relationships purely because it's so hard.
Yeah, because it's all well and good, like we love our Netflix evenings, but also we've realised lately even more that we love like an hour to go for a coffee or an hour to do like an escape room, like those things that we make memories together. But the thing is as well, like once your children are older and they're off and they're doing their own thing and they're at uni and stuff, you've only got each other.
Yeah.
So you have to protect that marriage, you have to protect that bond. You know, we love each other so much, so we have to make sure that we just, I don't think for the first like few months that's very feasible to think that we can have like time together.
Yeah.
Can we?
No.
Unless we had someone around the corner that was like...
Yeah, but I'm glad it's going to be summer still, so it's, I guess, for me personally, well, yeah, and just getting up early, it's light, so it it helps the body, whereas like, getting up when it's still dark, it makes it feel a lot like earlier than it is, so that'll help.
And I think this baby, if I'm going to be honest with you, will be so chilled. That's my honest opinion. Like, I think we've got Renalia. They're going to be completely different. And I think this baby will sleep more. Renalia will be at her nursery some days a week.
Yeah.
So I feel like in those times, as much as I will be working, we'll also have to make time.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But
We got
who
this.
knows? We get another Renalia.
I just don't think we're going to.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have Mrs. Chill.
Wow.
Who just sleeps because the thing is, you parent differently with your second because you have to. Like Renee will be like, I want to go to the park. Well, we'll be like, all right, we're coming. So I won't be having the baby here. We'll be coming out to the park in the pram, loving life. Baby will be in the pram, chilling.
Where do they go to sleep at the start?
And this is on the list. This is on the list of what we need to build for downstairs.
Right.
Remember,
They
Renelia?
don't just sleep on you?
Renelia did. We never put her down.
Oh, right, yeah.
Remember?
So we're going to put this one down.
I don't know.
Gosh.
I think we will.
Yeah.
And slings.
Slings.
And I've got a sling that's from this company called Baby Dink.
Amazing.
And it's a t-shirt, so you can literally just put it on so you
Yeah,
can
that's
wear
cool.
it.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, you know, Baby will be in the sling. Renelia will be on her trike. We'll be pushing, loving life. We're going to have to share the load. And then I feel guilty because I'm like, Renelia never really was shared as much not because I was like, Spencer can't come near, but it was just, Renelia was a very attached baby, wasn't she? And things just worked out that way because I was breastfeeding, and the, the cluster feeding was constant with Moo.
She's had a good 2 years for you, don't she?
She's had a good yeah, but then I feel guilty to this baby because I think this baby won't get what Renelia had.
Good.
I know.
Just the way it goes.
I know.
It's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is. Things will always never be the same. Oh no. Do you guys ever bicker? Yes.
Yes.
Or get resentful the other one? Or get resentful to the other one because one does more? No.
It's called a partnership, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it would be unhealthy if we were like, we don't ever bicker, because I actually think it's part and parcel of a relationship.
Yeah, definitely.
You've got to grow, you've got to learn.
Surely, like, everyone's got an opinion and likes to do things different ways,
Yeah.
so...
I think it'd be really boring if you just went along with everything I said.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, ladies and gentlehuns, he doesn't. He does.
This man's got bad fire.
He's got fire. He's got fire. Someone said to me the other day, like, oh...
I am chilled, but...
Yes, you are.
I do have a bit of ag.
Yeah, so like I was explaining to Amber, my friend, the other day, like Spencer's so chilled, but he is more highly strung in areas that I'm not.
Yeah.
So like he's more chilled with worries and like insecurities and like
day-to-day life.
Day-to-day stresses and work stress and all those other things. You are so much more chilled.
Yeah.
But with other things, he can make things maybe a little bit bigger than they are.
Yeah, like in sort of like
like I do with my worries, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? So like I worry and make it way bigger.
Yeah.
And then sometimes with other things like you
with stresses that aren't what shouldn't stress me out, probably stresses me out more.
Yes.
And therefore I just, react differently. I'm trying to think of an example really. But yeah.
I can't really
But
But listen, we bicker because I'd say I've said this before, it's like cat and dog. Like we're like, we just do this and then we're fine.
Yeah.
And then we're fine. And we're like, okay, love you, fine. And then one thing we've learned is like, once the sorry's been said and we've spoken about it, we have to act normal. I don't like it when we've said sorry to each other and Spencer's just silent.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I just want to talk normally.
Yeah, it's true.
So I will be like, baby, do you remember when we did this? And it goes back to normal.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, we've done it now. We love each other. Let's just talk normally again.
True.
But we do it now.
Yeah.
We do it now.
We need to do like a podcast, don't we?
Yeah,
like the Crouches.
Yeah. But there's no resentment because
no, not at all.
I say this all the time. We literally wouldn't work and be able to do what we do without each other. So like, if it was me constantly just working, this house wouldn't be looked after. Things around us wouldn't be made, things around us wouldn't be going on, lots of different things that you balance out, that you do. So in his area, in his field, he does more cleaning, and in my area, in my field, I do more work.
He's a grafter.
Yeah. And
He's just a grafter.
Yeah, so it completely balances itself out. And then we just share the role with Renelia. Probably I'm with her more.
I want to make your working environment as pleasurable as possible.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
It's like 3 meals a day. Obviously, I make my own breakfast and stuff, but like lunches and dinners, Spencer's the one that's behind all of those with Renelia. Pack lunches for Renelia, like all those things that make a house a home. that have to keep the house going while I'm editing, while I'm working, while I'm filming, while I'm on emails, while I'm doing all those things that then also keep the house running as well. So without each other, so I couldn't resent him for cleaning and doing his role.
No.
Because without him,
if anything, we're grateful for each other, aren't we?
Yeah, we couldn't resent we couldn't resent each other.
No, not at all.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes Spencer's like, oh, it's pissing me off today, like so much, because that's pissing him off.
Yeah.
And then some days I'm like, this is pissing me off because this isn't working, and that's my job. So then we have to go with each other, and we'll say, we'll support each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we support each other.
Well done. I love you.
Thank you, I love you. I love when you say you've got to laugh in some not so fun situations. How do you guys stay so positive? We do just have to laugh though, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, glass half full, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's always someone else in a more worse situation, so...
I think it's just who we are in our nature.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I don't think it's forced energy, it's just who we are in our nature.
Yeah,
like,
but I'm a very positive person, I think I always have been. So.
Yeah, because he doesn't see life with worries.
I don't look I'm looking at, you know, if you've got A and B, I can just one or the other. I don't.
Spencer's here on the surface.
Yeah.
Maybe I see literally like C to Z.
Yeah.
And I worry about things, but I still remain positive. I'm still like, we go, wow, hello. Hello. It's when she like swipes and like.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I just think that's who we are as people. Like I'm surrounded by my parents who are very, like, I grew up around my parents who are very, like, they've been through loads, they just keep going. They're like, we're lucky for everything we have. I think it's that. Yeah. It's the gratitude that we have that I feel like we then are like, we'll moan and then be like, right, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Aren't we?
Gotta be grateful.
Yeah, I think it's just that. It's about being grateful for our lives, and it's because we are blessed. So I think it's easy for us to sit there and say that in some respects.
Yeah.
But then I think I was always like that. I always just kept going. I always kept grafting. I always kept working. I was like, I'm going to just keep going with this.
Yeah.
I've always just been quite... My older brother always says that I was like Joy from Inside Out. He brought me joy because he was like, you're Joy.
Nice.
And you're just a very positive, easygoing person.
Sweet.
Do you know what I mean? Right, last one.
Spider-Man.
Oh, I've missed loads about the baby, sorry. How have you found this pregnancy harder this time or easier? Has the second trimester been different to Renalia's? This has been no different to Moo's, has it?
No.
The only thing that's different is my back has been way more painful, but I think it's because everything's so lax down there and I'm still carrying Renalia around a lot. Judge me what you will. My daughter, if she doesn't want to walk and doesn't go in that trike, she's not going in that pram.
Yeah, no.
No matter how much we try.
And she doesn't like me carrying her.
No.
She doesn't, so...
But we do try, like Renalia does go to you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look, Spence, can you take her? And I'm like, look over there, and Spencer tries to distract her, and then it's like...
We saw a couple in the airport, and it was exactly the same, they were in front of us going through the scanners, there's exactly the same sitch. Like, the little boy just wanted to stay with his mum. I said to the dad, I said, just don't come to us today. They're like, no, they just want to be with their mum.
But then I know for a fact it'll be that I'll do all of this and then she'll be like, see you mum, I'm a daddy's girl. So it doesn't matter. For what you worry about now in that sense,
no, I'm not worried about it.
I don't think your bag's fine. I don't think you're worried about it.
It would just be nice to, like...
Help me.
Exactly that. Like, let me carry you. I just want to give your mum a rest.
Yeah. There was a time she was doing it, wasn't she, a bit more?
Yeah, no? A little bit maybe.
No.
Not for long.
But then she loves playtime with him and like fun with him, and he makes her laugh like that. So I think it's just, she sees me as comfort, she sees you as fun. Even though I'm really fun and you're really comforting.
You do have fun,
but you're really comforting. So it's like, I get it.
Comforting.
Like, as in, she sees me as comfort and you fun,
yeah.
But you can be really comforting and I can be really fun. Yeah. But I think it's the roles that they automatically go.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like Spencer can literally be like, wait for daddy. And he's walking behind us and she's wetting herself. And I'm like, and then I go, wait for mummy. She won't laugh.
No. It doesn't work like that. You can't repeat jokes.
I did the other day when I was making her laugh loads. I got you to come down and repeat the joke so you can have some fun.
Yeah, true. I appreciate that.
Okay. Next one. Have you found pregnancy harder? Probably harder just because I've had a toddler. But not harder in the sense of like anything else, but just harder because I've just been more You're on the go more, you don't really get to stop as much, you don't... I thought I had a heated blanket on, it's your hand.
Really?
You are so hot, do you know that?
No, it's normal.
No, baby, it's like a heated blanket. It's
Nice.
really nice, yeah, put it on the lower back, hon.
Both hands?
Yeah, nice. Okay, last one. What was your responses to having 2 babies so close together? Our responses...
Well, yeah, I would have gone even closer.
Our responses, well, yeah, we planned. We essentially planned it.
Number
Not plan
3
it
is
because
coming in hot.
how can you plan it as such? You can never go, it's going to be this month. But we opened the floodgates and sort of said to each other, like, we'd be open if we fell from now.
3 and a 5?
Oh my God. Look after me.
Sweet girl.
He would.
Yeah. I know it's going to be tough, like, whatever age they come.
But then you do realise with 3, you're outnumbered.
Yeah, that's quality though.
You say this.
Renalia could be like the head troop for us.
She'd
be bossing them around.
Right, angels, thank you so much for watching this. I don't know how long this has even been. It's probably been like 45
2 hours,
minutes, probably.
Yeah.
But I love you guys. Thanks for watching this second trimester Q&A with a couple questions added in. I will see you in my next video, which will be on Saturday. So until next time, I'm going to love you.
I'm going to leave you. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications, and we shall see you in the next video.
Bye.